Their base has become a prison. Inside, Ukrainian troops, outside, Russian special forces, and between them a fence and the danger of a bloodbath. We are worried, says this relative of one of the Ukrainian soldiers, worried that some careless word or gunshot from some crazy person will lead to something terrible. William Hague has been in the capital Kiev paying his respects to those who died in last week's revolution and to show support for the Ukrainian government. He's ruling out military action, but he is warning Russia to withdraw.
If this situation cannot be resolved, if Russia cannot be persuaded to respect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, there will have to be other consequences and other costs.
Ukraine sits between the EU and its giant neighbour Russia. There's most tension in the southern region of Crimea, where a majority of the population regard themselves as Russian. The port of Sevastopol there is also the base for the Russian Black Sea Fleet. In the last few days, Russian forces have effectively taken control of Crimea. They've seized 2 airports, they blockaded Ukrainian troops inside a base at Perevolnaya, and Russian ships are patrolling the coast. The US and Europe are working out a response, but Ukraine is crisscrossed by pipelines carrying Russian gas to the west. Any disruption to that could be quickly felt here in the UK.
The fact that Russia controls the supply of gas to the tune of 38% of European Union's entire use, including the United Kingdom, that in itself gives him enormous power to manipulate things the way he wants them to.
President Obama yesterday had a 90-minute phone call with Russia's President Putin, to no effect. Meanwhile, European ministers have been meeting to agree a response. Many with experience of crises like these say this is a time to hold your nerve.
The only thing they have left is military force. That's why Putin's used it. I mean, he has used military force because he couldn't win by any other means in Ukraine. That's an indication of the weakness of Russia, not its strength.
But the Russian military are still calling the shots. This afternoon, the commander of Russia's Black Sea Fleet gave Ukrainian forces until 5 a.m. local time to surrender. This standoff could still become something much worse.